Now, let's say you have sensitive skin or you're new to vitamin C. I would highly recommend that you start off with the sodium ascorbyl phosphate, also known as SAP, or magnesium ascorbyl phosphate, known as MAP, because they are a much gentler version of vitamin C. They have to go through a little bit of a conversion, so it slows down the way that it works. You're not going to get the same results as an ascorbic acid or a tetrahexyldecyl ascorbic acid. It takes a little bit of time, but if you're new to any type of vitamin C or you're hypersensitive, especially if you have rosacea or acne prone, SAP or MAP are the best versions for you. They're not horribly acidic. In fact, they're more pH neutral, usually around 5 to 7, depending on their formulations. And like I said, you can use them both once a day or twice a day, depending on your skin. You can use them with all forms of your niacinamide. You can use them with your copper peptides and your peptides. You can use them with other forms of retinoids. I highly recommend, if you're already sensitive already, I wouldn't mix them, to be fair. I would just say stick with your vitamin C. I would put her in the daytime routine, leave the nighttime routine for additional peptides and retinoids if your skin can tolerate that, if you're hypersensitive or acne prone. Again, you have to be very careful when it comes to breakouts, whether you put other additional peptides with it, because it can stimulate the skin in other ways you want it to be. But SAP, sodium ascorbyl phosphate, or magnesium ascorbyl phosphate are fantastic forms of vitamin C. You will see them on Shop My Shelf. They are, like I said, a lower level, a great introduction. And then once you feel like your skin is doing well and you're like, I want to see if I can try something a little bit more powerful, a little bit not powerful in the way that it goes into the skin, not necessarily the percentage. You might want to look at the THD, so the tetrahexyldecyl ascorbic acid. You can start there. And again, always start around 5–10% when you're using any form of vitamin C. And then the sweet spot, like I've said before, is usually 15, sometimes 20, but 15 is usually the sweet spot that you're looking for any form of vitamin C. But we always start low and slow and then move our way up.